I'm here. It's Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. I hope you are doing well. Sorry for not showing up yesterday. I just, for some reason, from Sunday night into Monday morning, could not sleep at all. Again, it was the first time in a long time that I was just not able to go to bed. And by the time it hit like 3 in the morning, 3:30, 4, 4:30, I was like, okay, well, I'm certainly not making it in tomorrow, or technically today or yesterday, because I would have been exhausted. I would have been cranky. I would have been trying to take a nap in the studio, out of all places. It would have been bad. So, yeah, last night didn't sleep all that well either. For some reason, my body was just like, yep, it's too hot in here. Even though it's like 70 degrees in my room. With the window shut, the fan was off, so in the middle of the night last night, opened up the window all the way, allowed the cold air to come in, turned the fan on, put it right by me. I put an ice pack on the back of my neck, took some melatonin gummies. What else did I do? Put the magnesium spray on me. I'm starting to think that's a sham, like what Victor told me. Because it has been working. But for the past 2 nights, well, maybe I'm just anxious for some reason. I don't know. I don't feel anxious whatsoever. If you want to get a hold of me, you can over at 208-535-1015. Hopefully, I'll give away some money with the K-Bear 101 Secret Sound powered by the Advocates. All the incorrect guesses are listed at kbear.fm. You can scroll down right there to that square that says Secret Sound powered by the Advocates. Also, it's on the app, Secret Sound right there. All the incorrect guesses, the form as well for me to call you if you want that to happen. If you don't know the times today, make sure to tune in tomorrow, 7:05. That's when Victor will give out the times we'll play. It's been pre-recorded since, the Thursday last week. He'll be making his return to work finally tomorrow morning. What predictions do we have? We have he'll come back with the bug. He say he's tired from the trip. He needs some caffeine. His stomach hurts. His back hurts. I missed my cats and my cats missed me. Predictions for what Victor will say tomorrow morning upon his return from Vegas. Sick new world. All right. It's Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101, and I'll be back with some more crap to talk about here in just a few. This Friday, it's gonna be This Friday is gonna be May 1st. I'll be broadcasting from 2 to 4 at State Trailer RV and Outdoor Supply. Outdoor cheers for 100 years. Again, broadcasting at their Idaho Falls location from 2 to 4 p.m. this Friday. You know, State Trailer got its start back in 1926. This Italian immigrant family opened their first shop in Salt Lake City. Now, 5 generations later, they're still helping families get out, enjoy the outdoors. If you're into camping, road trips, anything RV related, this is the place with over 15,000 parts and accessories in stock, plus a knowledgeable team ready to help. Friday, May 1st, only that day, the first 100 customers who make a purchase get a free $15 lunch voucher. They'll be also giving away some awesome prizes, things like an Onan 4,500-watt inverter generator, zero-gravity recliners, propane vouchers, and more. Also, I'll be giving away a pair of pit tickets to go see Papa Roach Set It Off Autumn Kings live at the Portneuf Health Trust Amphitheater in Pocatello on July 23rd. This Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. Put it on your calendar. 2435 North Yellowstone Highway, State Trailer RV and Outdoor Supply. I will be there. I just want to know what it's like to be fast. History was made over the weekend. Sebastian Sauer, is that how you properly say his last name? Sebastian Sauer ran the first official marathon in under 2 hours when he won the London Marathon. Sauer was a big winner, so was the shoe company Adidas. He was wearing the brand's Adidas Adios. Is it Adios Pro Evo 3 trainers? Well, thanks to all the buzz about the historic run, stock prices of the company rose 2%. But could you imagine just being that fast? You run 26.2 miles in under 2 hours. My fastest ever run was a 5K, the Seal Beach 5K, back when I was in prime physical condition. I ran it in like 23 minutes. Again, that was back when I was in college, I think. Still playing basketball, running all the time. Now, if I tried to, it takes me like 23 minutes just to get out the door. Well, I already talked about Sebastian Sawe winning the London Marathon in under 2 hours. Unbelievable. This year's NFL draft was a huge success for Pittsburgh, as a record 805,000 fans showed up for the 3-day event. That has people looking ahead to next year's draft, which will be held on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. And odds makers, they're already taking bets on who will be drafted number 1 in 2027. Right now, Texas quarterback Arch Manning is the favorite. The odds aren't that surprising considering his uncles Peyton and Eli were also first overall picks. Pittsburgh Pirates rookie Connor Griffin received a big kid welcome for his 20th birthday when teammates led by pitcher Paul Skeens set up an inflatable bounce house in the middle of the clubhouse, seemingly to poke fun at him for no longer being a teenager. Griffin must have gotten a boost from his birthday and his gift, as he went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs in the Pirates game against the Brewers, including a 386-foot blast for his first major league home run. There are plenty of talented kids who sign big deals with soccer teams in hopes that they'll be able to train them into being a future superstar, but it's pretty rare to see a Formula One team do the same thing with an 11-year-old. McLaren Racing officially signed kart driving phenom Harry Williams to its driver development program. Williams breaks the record set by 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, who signed a deal when he was 13. Williams started driving karts as a 7-year-old and in 2025 won the British Open Championship. Crazy. That is it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. Peach's Pit Party right here on K-Bear 101. There's a new term going around called doom jobbing. And if you've looked for a job recently, you already know exactly what it is. It's basically doom scrolling, but instead of bad news, it's just job listings. You sit there scrolling, applying, scrolling, applying, and it just turns into this endless loop of not qualified, not enough pay, we'll get back to you, they won't. And after a while, it messes with your head a little because you start out hopeful, this one looks good, then nothing happens. Then you apply to 10 more, still nothing. Now you're 3 hours deep questioning, like, what's going on here? Because a company you've never heard of didn't email you back. That's doom jobbing. And experts are basically saying, yeah, blasting out 1 million applications isn't the move. You're better off actually focusing on a few real opportunities instead of treating it like a numbers game. And this is where I bring it back home, because instead of getting stuck in that loop, scrolling through jobs that might not even be real at all, you could just go somewhere that's actually built for this area, like HireEastIdaho.com. We just redesigned the whole thing, local jobs, local companies, stuff that actually exists right here instead of disappearing into the internet void. This week's job of the week is with Friends of the Children Eastern Idaho. They're hiring a professional mentor. They literally call it a friend. Full-time, based in Fort Hall. Pays around $19 to $21 an hour with full benefits. And it's not just a paycheck. You're working one-on-one with kids, helping them grow, succeed, all of that. That's one of those jobs where you actually feel like you did something at the end of the day. So instead of there doom jobbing yourself into a bad mood, go check out something real. HireEastIdaho.com, because scrolling for hours and getting nowhere, that's exhausting. Actually applying for something that makes sense, that's a much better use of your time. I saw this meme yesterday as I was sitting there laying in bed trying to sleep. It was pretty funny. It said white people name their dogs Steve and Richard or things like that, but their actual sons are named like Buddy and Rocket. The names are reversed. There are no rules when it comes to naming our pets. Whatever you want to call your dog or cat is just fine, especially with the pet, because they don't know any different anyway. We've had some pretty dumb pet names in my family. Rover, the beagle, he was given that name, or we adopted him when he was 3 years old, and we didn't really want to change his name because he was already so used to it. We were going to switch his name to Hoover because he was a big fat just unit that would eat up anything, vacuum it up, hence why we wanted to change his name to Hoover. Daphne, she was called Lita for some reason. She was too much for the first family to handle. I don't know if they just had her, like they had her mom And then obviously she was born, and the Daphne was born. And then they just decided to name her Lita and then give her to a shelter. I don't know what happened with her. I was the one who came up with the name Daphne, but we spelt it in a very dumb way. It was like Daffney. Of course, we got our tortoise, Sheldon, with 2 L's. You can see my parents are not very original with their names. They're just like Hoppy the rabbit. Hoppy. My sister named the rabbit that when she was like 7 years old, so I'm not going to make fun of a 7-year-old. My parents just went along with it. They can't say, "Oh, Bailey, that's a stupid name. Why don't you name it something funny like what's on this list of the wackiest pet names?" Internet browser is what somebody named their dog. I like this one. Lucifer Meowzebub, the Lord of Cats. Imagine trying to call your cat over. "Oh, Lucifer." It's like some just orange cat that comes out of nowhere. Orange cats are weird, dude. Hal Capone. I like that one. Orange Julius Caesar Salad. Sergeant Major Booplesnoot. Oh, the rabbit. Quill Nelson. Oh, I get it. Quill Nelson because it's a hedgehog. Yeah, go wild with your pet names, all right? Why not? Don't name your dog or cat Peaches, though, all right? I get tagged in those posts all the time. "Hey, Peaches, why don't you adopt this dog? It has the same name as you." Here's Poppy. Time will tell on K-Barrel 101. You know how Amazon does drone delivery? Apparently, Little Caesars is going to be doing the same thing. They've teamed up with the drone company Flytrex to start flying full family meals through the sky thanks to Flytrex's new Sky 2 drone. That thing can carry nearly 9 pounds. Imagine you have to get 9 pounds of food flown to you. This is America. Customers in Wiley, Texas can now order 2 large pizzas, drinks, and sides and have them dropped off from above in about 4.5 minutes. The drone travels up to 4 miles. It's designed for heavier loads, and while the idea of hot pizza soaring over your neighborhood might sound a little wild, it does eliminate the usual worries about traffic jams or a driver spilling your soda. But still, you have to worry about the drone being as weak as a claw machine and just dropping your food. Better yet, some guy out there in Wiley, Texas sees your food flying over, shoots down the drone. The pizza may end up flying down out of the box, but he still stole your food. I apologize for how crappy this break's about to be. I did not see anything else worth talking about that wasn't just downright grim and morbid. I saw another radio show talked about how, like, this father of 2 just died because, there was a freak accident. Where's it at again? Where's that article? I had it pulled up here on one of these tabs. This father of 2 dies in freak accident after 2 tires fell from a semi-truck and crushed the roof of his car. A Final Destination moment for sure. Horrible. So let's talk about instead something informational, informative. 10 things you're storing in your closet that you shouldn't be. Muddy shoes. This one's a no-brainer, says southernliving.com. But if your shoes have a mud on them, not just mud, a mud is what it says here on the article. Have a mud on them. Don't put them in your closet until they've been cleaned. No kidding. Oh, I love these weird professions. Julie Peak, a professional organizer, declutter expert, and owner of the Precise Place in Charlotte, North Carolina, suggests leaving them in the mud room. The mud room? Oh, are you just talking about like that weird area? The entryway. You're just talking about that? What mud room? Okay, hold on. Mud room in the house. I gotta see a picture of this. Yeah, it's just the entryway. Right? The snow room. You can call it a snow room too, because it's just the place where you put your shoes. The mud room. Are you kidding me? My stupid butt thought she was talking about like an actual room with mud in it. Hazardous materials. No kidding. Again, items such as flammable liquids, chemicals, or combustible materials should never find their place in the bedroom closet. These substances pose safety risks, including fire hazards or toxic fumes, which can jeopardize your well-being, explains this other expert. Not the same one, a different one. Yeah, let me just store my gasoline in my bedroom closet. Southernliving.com, 10 things you should not put in your closet at all. excessive hangers is what it says here, too. Resist the invasion of excess hangers. Removing extra hangers is a simple yet effective step towards maintaining an organized, functional, and visually pleasing wardrobe space, says the original decluttering expert. Instead of buying new hangers for clothing purchases, implement the one in, one out method in your closet. So what do I do with all the excess hangers? Do I just throw them away? What if I buy more clothes? Pet supplies also on this list, luggage, workout equipment, paperwork, and important documents. Good stuff here, I guess. Let's move on. Here's Atreyu, all for you on Peach's Pit Party. Here we go with today's What the Headline. Another one of those, how did that get in there? A man in China recovering in the hospital after a metal chopstick became stuck in his throat. Remained there for 8 years. Doctors were stunned when they when they saw this man, Mr. Wayne is what they're calling him, identified only as Mr. Wayne, came to the hospital complaining of severe throat pain. An x-ray revealed a 5-inch metal chopstick just lodged deep in there. Even more shocking is that Mr. Wayne knew exactly what it was. He told doctors he had accidentally swallowed the chopstick 8 years ago earlier while eating. At the time, he felt choking in pain, but he still could breathe. Doctors warned surgery would be risky, so he decided to live with it instead. And for years, he did just that, putting up with the occasional discomfort, mostly forgetting the chopstick was even there. That changed recently when sharp pain began waking him up in the mornings. Painkillers didn't help, so he finally sought that emergency treatment. It caused no major damage, thankfully. I mean, could you imagine? I feel like this guy tried doing one of those things, you know, those sword swallowers. He was like, hey, he was trying to impress his family. He's like, hey, watch this. And he puts the metal chopstick down his throat, but he couldn't take it out. Just goes, uh-oh. Just has lived with the embarrassment ever since. That is today's What the Headline, right here on K-Bear 101. The K-Bear 101 Secret Sound, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. It's sitting at $1,048. If you want to try to win that, there are two ways to play. First, you can listen tomorrow morning, 7:05. That's when Victor will give us the times we'll play. And hopefully he'll leave that post-it note so that way I know the times too. He's been out the past couple of days, and so I've had to go back in the logs here and check and see what times he said. Today it was 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. during my show. So tomorrow it could be any hour, including his morning show, because he's making his return potentially tomorrow morning, 7:05 tomorrow morning. Listen for the times to play. And then also you could just sign up through the form. But if you sign up through the form, you have to make sure your phone is ready to go at all times. If you see 208-535-1015 giving you a call, you better answer. Otherwise, if you don't, I just move on to the next person. You lose your shot, your exclusive shot at winning $1,048. You can't just decline me and then try to pester me the rest of the afternoon going, oh, I'm so sorry, I was at work. Can I still play? No, you get your one shot, one opportunity, as Eminem once said, all right? The K-Bear 101 Secret Sound, powered by our good friends at the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Also, check out all the incorrect guesses at kbear.fm or through the forum on the K-Bear 101 app. Here's Character Flaw, Fall in Line. It's Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101. I love how the band Journey is, for some reason, like they have all these different complaints about each other. They can't seem to stop airing their dirty laundry in public or saying something that makes their fans question what they're even talking about. They're posting subliminally online. I love how this headline says, Journey, which band member is crying now? The latest example is a rambling message on Facebook from the guy who's filled in for Steve Perry all these years, Arnel Pineda, in which he apologizes seemingly to music journalists for not doing many interviews, perhaps after saying too much in a recent one with Rolling Stone. He writes, I just want to take the time to apologize to everyone who's attempted to reach out and secure an interview with me over the years. Me being aloof wasn't intentional nor a disrespect. It's just that there's nothing much to tell. There's nothing much to tell much. Why not just, hey, Arnel, if you want to hop on Peach's Pit Party on a Zoom call, by all means. I'll talk into the guy who's filled in for Steve Perry all these years. Didn't Journey just perform not that long ago at the Eastern Idaho State Fair? I think it was like 2 years ago. It'd be fun to talk to Neil Sean. He's a crazy guitar player, has a ton of guitars. He's always jamming on Facebook. He's always posting those videos of him just like busting out a solo. It's just funny. Out of all the bands, Journey is the one that's having the most issues with each of the members. Neil Sean getting involved, their keyboardist Jonathan Cain, Arnel Pineda. Everything has gotten worse since Steve Perry left the band. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, aka Brendan Peach, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.